Beyond the Mic with Sean Dillon.
Joining us on the BeyondTheMic.com star line is an actor, motivational speaker, and founder of Abundant Life U, and starring in the final season of Tyler Perry's hit drama series, If Loving You Is Wrong, on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Welcome, Edwina Findley Dickerson.
Hi, so great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Let's go beyond the mic. Singing and dancing by age 2. What makes acting so incredible for you?
You know what? I just love being able to shift in and out of cultures and stories and time periods. It's like, I think my grandparents and mom were historians, and I think there's something about doing that type of research about other people at different times and different places that always makes me excited about stepping into their shoes, and living an experience that isn't mine. And so now I see my little toddler, she's always singing and dancing around the house, and I'm like, what can I do to cultivate that in her as well?
Exactly. Well, you went to New York University's Tisch School of the Arts. How has the coronavirus outbreak in New York affected you?
Oh, my goodness. Well, it's crazy because I lived in New York for years. Now I live in Los Angeles, but I have this text string going with like 10 of my friends that are still in New York every single day. And there's not one of them that doesn't know somebody with the virus. And a lot of them, they have first responders in their families. They have nurses in their families, and they're just reporting to me literally every single day what it's like on the ground in New York, videos, pictures. And I think it's hard, too, especially someone who's lived in New York because it's so dense there. The population is so dense. Everyone's in apartments, on the subway, on the bus. I think that the stay-at-home movement and ordinance is really important so that we can flatten this curve.
Well, since this is the final season, If Loving You Is Wrong, what was the scene, now without spoilers, that gave you the biggest smile?
Oh, well, there's one scene that I had in an episode called 9 p.m. And I loved it because it was the point where my character, Kelly, kind of first started standing on her own 2 feet. And in such an eloquent monologue, explained to her ex-boyfriend, Travis, what she was worth as a woman, in a relationship. And I just feel like all of us have to decide at some point in time what our values are, and what our personal value is, and what we're willing to accept and not accept. And I was so proud of her in that moment for doing that. Now, of course, fast forward to the 5th and final season, her emotions got the better of her. She's in jail. She killed someone. It was self-defense, but she's trying to prove it. And I think everything in her heart is just wishing for the time that she had before. And I think a lot of us can relate to wanting to push a reset button sometimes, and get back to where we started. And I think that's really what she's praying for right now.
People are home catching up on the things they may have missed. Why is If Loving You Is Wrong the show to watch while you're stuck at home?
Oh, my gosh. Well, if you need any form of escapist entertainment, this is definitely the show for you. It's like you get so caught up in the plot lines and the story and the juiciness and the sexiness and all the things that come along with it that for that hour, you're really able to forget about your bills and your job and the kids that have been home all day. It really allows you to be transplanted into a completely different world of characters, that are going through their own drama, but it's so juicy to watch that it's like you just kind of want to be in this vortex with them for an hour.
Well, you've been called vibrant, impressive, and a marvel to watch. What's the one thing that you're still working on as an actor?
Oh, my goodness. Well, one of the things that, it's always my deepest goal as an actress is to tell the truth. And so that looks different ways depending upon the genre. But I'm a big researcher. So for me, researching, especially different roles, like I'm starting a new series now on Amazon, and and it's kind of this sci-fi type of thriller. And, it's obviously a very different medium from If Loving You Is Wrong. But I'm really, kind of sinking my teeth into the different aspects of things. And so for me, my ability to tell the truth under given circumstances is really important to me as an actress.
Okay, time's running out, so it's time for the Rocking 8. It's the first thing that comes to your mind. No one's ever prepared for the Rocking 8, so there's no pressure.
The Rocky 8. I wish I was prepared for it.
Nobody can be prepared for the Rocking 8. Favorite charity to support?
Oh, my gosh. Well, I'll say Abundant Life U. That's our nonprofit.
Which helps?
Oh, my goodness. Women, artists, and young dreamers to fulfill their purpose in life.
Who was the last person that gave you a smile?
My little toddler, Victoria Rose.
If you weren't going to act, you would have been?
A lawyer.
Really?
Yeah.
Who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with before?
Viola Davis.
The person who encourages you the most is?
My husband, Kelvin.
You have to do one of the following: TV, film, or theater for the rest of your life. Which do you pick? And why?
TV.
Why?
TV, I would say, because you're able to go on. If I had to choose one, I would say TV, because you have this abundance of stories, right? Like, I love theater. One of the reasons why I love it is because you can, you got one contained story, you rehearse it for a month, and then you run it indefinitely. And the same thing for a movie, right? It's one contained story, but you can shoot it over several months. With TV, you've got multiple stories every single week, and you're going, you can potentially go for years and years. So I would choose television if I had to choose.
Okay. Which powerful woman influenced you to be the woman you are today?
First, my mom, Rose Findley, and I would say also Viola Davis.
One thing that people don't know about you.
A lot of people don't know that I was trained in classical music.
Wow.
And that I sing. Yeah.
Her daughter made her smile last. If she didn't act, she would have been a lawyer. And she wants you to watch Tyler Perry's hit drama series, If Loving You Is Wrong, on OWN. Edwina Findley Dickerson, thank you so much for talking to us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'll see you all Tuesday night at 10 on OWN.
I hope you had some fun today.
Thank you, I did.
And that, my friends, is Beyond the Mic.